Hello everyone, welcome to Grim YG
This isn't the
Report।
Bureau's first time in Bright
तो
Falls.
कैसे हैं आप सब? आई होप आप सब अच्छे होंगे, खुश होंगे और मज़े में होंगे। सो कल भी स्ट्रीम मैंने किया था। I did the stream yesterday as well for this Lake House DLC, but the stream was so bad that I had deleted the stream. I've completed the entire DLC, many achievements, but I had to delete the stream, and I'm streaming it again today. But yeah, I'll keep it very simple today. Maybe I'll not talk much. Let's see, because I need to make sure that stream goes well. That's my motto. So let's continue.
1970, 76, 8. Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving. This is Agent Kiran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
Agent Kiran Estevez, requesting entry.
कोई एंट्री नहीं देगा
I don't
आपको।
have time for this.
वापस जाइए। Go back. Oopsie. This is the one. Estevez ID.
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything, radio me.
Roger that.
The Lake House was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
Did not hear anything. I just know what I have to do. Just go to the house.
Hello?
Let's go inside.
Agent Kiran Estevez, Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No? Okay, well, it was definitely going in the report. That's handy. An experiment. That bodes well.
Glad there is a map. Okay.
Dr. Marmont's not here. Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs.
July 18th.
Changing passwords, huh?
The object of P.
They must all be working on the lower levels. I'll need to head down.
Lord, everything is covered. Good.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting game.
Wait a minute. There's a card here. Here.
This should come in handy.
Research at this facility.
So I know many key points as I've completed it yesterday. I know what to do, where to go, what the enemy is.
New ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
As soon as I got
So
in
yeah,
that elevator,
just telling you guys.
my bad news detector.
Well, I completed it
started going
yesterday.
nuts.
Everything. I died yesterday many
Estevez
times.
team, something's going on in the
Nothing
lake
was
house. I
stored
want
and
all
saved.
nearby agents to. Oh shit!
And I'm talking a lot, so I'll.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now. Belay that order. Shit. A threshold event had hit the lake house. Now, it was the Marmont's problem. Our mission was outside. Okay. Power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on. I need to get back to the elevator. That is not a regulation FBC weapon. Jules' keycard could be useful. Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake, not smart? The way I saw it, there was only
Remedy
one way
makes
out.
one of the best
Identify the source of
looking
the event
games.
and contain or eliminate it. Now,
Looking
good news.
and gameplay wise also
I just had to
excellent.
keep going down.
Alan Wake 2 is
Bad news?
like,
The elevator
definitely
liked
in my
to
top
disappear.
10. Like So immersive gameplay. The musical fights and all, very thoughtful.
Lucille.
First off, the lake house has made amazing strides in researching AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Did you hear that, Dr. Marmont? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, who came up with that? Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's a very, very exciting non-physical forces impacting. Oh, sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
The lake house's research went way beyond studying Cauldron Lake's threshold. Playing with paranatural forces, it never goes well, Saga. This is exactly why we lock up people like Wake. I am an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. What the fuck were those things? Okay, deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look, you never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Sir, please hold.
Now where am I? What is that? If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation? What does that mean? Okay, hey, calm down!
It is controlling the reality, the painting.
Cease all hostility right now! Bad news? That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Baby steps. Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae. This isn't the floor I wanted. Fucking elevator.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
Rudolf Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmots were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine, the paint, it was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmots. For himself. Diana and Jules Marmot had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away? 100% bad news.
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step, is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
Never say no to extra firepower. Spatial recurrence usually observes the
This
law of three.
contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in balance.
Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Was I talking? And yeah, one thing I wanted to add that those monsters attack only when there is a power.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page.
Let's go. The final round. What's that? Something. The painting was there. Yeah, here we found a glitch last time. That is still up, that side. This cursor comes up whenever there is the cursor. It does not work. Return to the cult. Yeah, saved 1 minute ago. Yeah, exactly. This one. God knows what is wrong. Whenever there is a cursor, it will just fail. It will not work.
What is that?
No.
Controllable shifting phenomena.
It won't work actually. Oh, it worked? See, when I open this, the dot remains as dot. It does not change. Fingers crossed that this works. Cursor is not there and it is working. What happens otherwise? I don't know. Power is up. Bring the power up here as well. Oh, path is open again.
You again. What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Marmon's clogging his head.
You said marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now?
Misery, hate,
Tell me where they are.
and more than the
It's fixated on the Marmonts. What did they do? A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are. But the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Sublevel 2.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm. Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Finally, someone who isn't a painting. Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kiran Estevez. I'm with the government, and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. but you could dial down the role playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Shadow monsters represent capitalism, which means the flashlight is the power of the artist. Activity continued through the shadowy world.
I wonder what happened here.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rudolf, no. You love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump.
No. No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave.
Ah, Rudolf, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that.
No. No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint.
Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolf. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
many paintings did they have this guy make? A higher access card. Sorry, but I need this. There.
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Estevez, come in. Facility. Sub-level 1. You copy?
No, turn back. Area is extremely hostile. Fucking radios. They're on floor 1. I'll need help.
possible avenue for further research. When we think of art successfully affecting reality, we always think of Alan Wake and his writing. This could be due to recency bias or simply the amount of recorded evidence skewing our opinion. But also, I wonder if writing's very nature is an advantage. Text can describe events in such explicit detail. The story gives the shadow a blueprint, a map of what to make real. But not all art is like this. Music, sculpture, dance, cuisine, in our case, a painting. When the source material is open to interpretation, how will the shadow choose to interpret it? I think Diana will find the question very interesting. Most likely, she already has an answer. That's why I love her.
My keycard isn't high enough clearance. My team was on sublevel 1. I knew they were in danger.
Sublevel 3.
Water dripped from the ceiling as Diana stared at the folders stacked on her workstation. Each one was a branch of research. Drip. Some were thin, some thick. They represented years of her life, her work, dissecting the act of creation and examining the bloody pieces. Bringing in live subjects had been her idea. Drip. Bureau leadership denied their request. But after HQ went into lockdown, she took advantage of the chaos and got her artists. Jules had whined about the optics. Diana ignored him. Now in her office below the waterline of Cauldron Lake, she considered how to proceed. Jules was convinced the page they had found would come true. It promised disaster. A situation out of control. Impossible. Diana was always in control. Drip. Drip. She needed answers. She needed to quantify, to define, to control.
Jules' team has found new pages written by Wake. He must have gotten Rudolf Lane painting again. Bullshit. Pedestrian methodology cannot produce results before mine. I have to go faster, no matter the cost. We're still behind our projections. The more the machines can produce, the closer we can calibrate them to Wake's style. But proper calibration takes a lot of raw material, and production is slow. No. We're changing directions. The hypothesis remains unchanged. Imitating Wake's writing style will allow us to generate art capable of linking with the threshold. Our live subject should match Wake's style much faster. People can be calibrated just like a machine. You simply have to push the right buttons. Sublevel 1.
Ah, you fucking bastard! Jules Marmont killed my team.
I mean,
He was taken by the shadow.
Not very scientific. I came up with
I should get that gun while I'm up here. This should get me down to sublevel 5. And this should get me past any other problems.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. The contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly entangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed. The feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for a release.
Keep an eye out for more of these.
Finally! Something works on these bastards.
The shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural entity. That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Error. Please hold.
This
This is not called for. The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolf Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shame of a man!
I think you are, or were, Rudolf Lane.
Himself! A self-portrait! Make them see!
Look, I might be able to help you. But I need information, cooperation.
No brush! Just himself!
Rudolf Lane was dying. Both murderer and victim. Red hues ran down his hands. Was it scarlet? Or cadmium? Too vivid to be maroon. Names don't matter, he decided. Color was pure. Inspiring. For the first time in years, he wanted to paint. A self-portrait. To say goodbye. No. To make them remember. To make them see what they did. He slapped his hands against the wall to steady himself. He began from there. No brush, just himself. The strokes were crude, violent. The pain, misery, and hate he'd endured there. The fire in his eyes and hands and bones all spread into the shape of a man. It was quick. Natural. Like a heart attack. He slumped down to the floor, smiling at the anger he left smeared across the wall.
Sublevel 4.
Where'd the elevator go? Oh, nice office.
sat in her office. A weak desk light kept the darkness around her at bay. The silence of the archive suited her. She scowled at a series of graphs when the room turned red. Alarms blared. Breach detected. Then the walls of the archives rumbled. A tremor in the
Sorry
bones of the
guys, I'm
facility.
not talking much. I
One
know
by
it's
one, the
boring for
red
you
lights
guys.
went dark as a wave of nothing poured in
But
from all
yeah,
sides.
that's
Diana stood. There was nowhere to
how
run.
it is. Like
The sheer depth of the darkness
some
terrified her. She
work
realized they
came
had done
along,
this.
so
Her and
I was
Jules,
doing work
their ambition,
parallelly
their
as
hatred.
well. So I'm sorry.
Her desk lamp flickered. In the brief moment before it all went dark, she thought of Jules's smile.
अरे डरता है क्या?
The lake house was underwater. The Marmont's ambitions had finally been realized.
I don't have
Jules
heal.
had dangled the painting like
I
a
have
lure and
less
hooked an ocean.
ammo. We'll see.
Their machines couldn't hold it.
It's gonna
A
be
fault
tough.
in the system. The water rushed in, filled it until it was ready to burst. All their successes and failures had led them here. The work had made them into monsters. But the lake house was still theirs. It always would be. They could feel an outsider trespassing in their labs. I know you're here, they called out to the dark. They hunted floor by floor. They wouldn't let the intruders stop their progress. This was their home, their beloved tomb beneath the waves.
September 13th, 2023. Notes regarding the concept of unfortunate art. A romanticized image of a sensitive artistic temperament, yes. But only the truth. It's no secret Rudolf Lane has been unhappy with readers. But, the other book that shows his art road story. Jules to hold regular psychological exams, then we could have quantified the subject's emotional state, creating a sort of to compare against the odds.
Deep breaths, deep breaths.
The lake house was underwater.
Big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them.
Style.
All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? That is really fucking ridiculous. Bonnie reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle.
Quick lesson on light switch cords. If you find one, pull it 3 times. The Ocean View Motel is a dimensional intersection. The doors from the lobby can lead anywhere. But I didn't end up in the lobby this time, which was definitely unusual. Panopticon? But the Panopticon is at headquarters. Yeah.
The same issue happened yesterday also. At this point, I was not getting any like question coming.
I'm Agent Kiran Estevez, Federal Bureau of Control. Identify yourself.
It's quiet.
Who are you?
It's been a long time since I've seen anyone.
This is an FBC containment unit. Why is the Bureau detaining you?
I'm where I belong.
Everyone I meet here is either a painting or a paracriminal.
There's a sign over there for the Panopticon. The Panopticon's only in New York, in HQ. Is this the oldest house?
I think that's where I am.
So you are inside the oldest house. Is anyone else alive?
I can't.
It's a waste of time. Hey, this is important. FBC headquarters went dark 4 years ago. What exactly happened in there?
We were attacked. No, no, not again. Not yet. No, 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 no.
Hey, stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay. Okay.
What attacked the oldest house? I need to know.
Something's changing. Outside. Can you feel it? I can hear it. It's getting worse. You can't stay, can you?
Hold on. I need to know if I can.
Tell Jesse I tried. I really did.
House. Felt wrong somehow. At least my voice is back to normal. Oh, Jesus. 1, 2, 3.
Sublevel 5.
6. Marmonts had opened the door.
This was the
into
scene
Cauldron
when
Lake's
I was
threshold.
in level 3. This was the picture that was coming, red light and
unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option.
That guy again. He was haunting me from long time. Oh, someone behind! I think that's Diana Mormont. She struck her. Is she going to help us? Help me? No, she is also transformed. Oh my god. Oh my god. His face. I saw his mouth like completely destroyed. She is also a zombie. Now we have to defeat her.
The threshold's about to fracture. Where'd she go?
अरे यार ये क्या हुआ क्विक टर्न हो गया है यस आई थिंक क्यू से क्विक टर्न होता है पता नहीं पता है कैसे 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 ये लगना चाहिए था गिर गई Yes! Yes! Good shots! And the misery.
You know what the Marmonts did to you, to Rudolf Lane. I will do whatever I can to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again.
The putrid weight he could never wash away!
The Marmonts are dead. I don't know if that's any sort of consolation, but it's done.
The pain, it was all over him!
The threshold is tearing itself apart. You are a paranatural entity. That's all there is to it.
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Ilmo Koska, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake! After the threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment, I was somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there. You know, these cases, they never get less ambiguous or easier. This one, this was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmonts were monsters way before the Shadow got to them. So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
And that's the end of the Lake House DLC. And glad the stream went well this time. I was watching the stream on YouTube over my phone. Really lucky, finally.
And another shoe dropped.
Good end. Sorry. Yeah, stream is also going to end. But glad I completed Alan Wake 2 on stream. So that is it for today. Bye bye. Take care. Be happy. Keep your family happy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And next game that we are going to play is Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, or Chronos The New Dawn. Whatever comes first. Let's go. Bye bye. Take care.